Now, hang on. Hang on. No. No. No.
So we're seeing Donkey Kong versus Ness. So if you wanted to see like
Does anyone else want to commentate like?
you know those like the low tier tournaments in Melee. This is actually a relevant matchup if you're playing low tiers in Melee, because these are both fully functional characters who also suck.
It's just I am rendered almost speechless so many times.
I don't know how you're still shocked by the fact he does this, because you just said they're fully capable of bringing out any of these characters, and
Absolutely.
you will. And they're winning. Let's just be frank. They are winning.
Exactly it, Jasper. This is what makes Bloom such a scary player. Because yes, they make that Bayonetta look terrifying. But I think Bloom's strengths also just come from the fact that they don't just have a pocket. They have a whole bag.
They just have Smash Ultimate.
They just have the entire game in their bag. Any character at any time they can pull out. And we've seen it so many times. At One Life Left a couple of weeks ago, Bloom was able to even use Cable and take down some of the best players. And that is a character that we've never seen him use before. He's often able just to pick up a character out of nowhere and pilot it to the top level.
There are so many ways you might have to DI in that situation. It is so hard to react. And you can't be feeling great if you're Gandix in this situation, because you know, like, this is only stage 1. Even if you win this first game, like, what does it mean? Because you've still got the Bayo afterwards. Even if they even decide, if they ordain to grant you that wish.
And again, I mean, Bloom just showing right now that yes, the DK is a random pick, but it's a very, very real pick. This is looking like any kind of sort of like high-level play we'd see from someone that's been mainly the character for years, Jasper. For years.
They make Bayo look like old Bayo. They can look like old DK as well.
Absolutely. And so Gandix, just got to be, as you say, aware that not only is this DK doing bits right now, but there's still so many characters that Bloom can pull out. But of course, Gandix now just trying to find a way in. They do not want to let this purple monkey, get their hands on him too much more, because they can get real bad real quickly.
It is worth remembering, Ness can absolutely obliterate DK if you actually get a combo started. It's DK, it's what he does. He gets hit.
Absolutely. And being the big body that he is.
Not going to kill, but that is a huge amount of damage, and keeping the positioning as well by sending them upwards. And the throw, this is really dire stuff. Not going to kill that close to the stage with that.
Oh yeah, unfortunate there for Gandix. Just falling to the death. Of course, they were in a bad position regardless, as Bloom was just kind of all over them at the ledge there. But unfortunately, Gandix just, plumped it into a way that, without a jump as well, they were not making it back. Couldn't even make the sort of the angle to try and get the up B out. So.
And that's game 1 with DK.
And that's game 1 with DK. Yep.
Could not.
Put your hands up if you saw that one coming.
I can't say I did not see it coming.
I had a feeling it was going to be something random.
There's 80 characters in this game. Statistically, you're not going to guess.
It's absolutely incredible, yeah. So, of course, as we said before, Bloom just really with all of these characters, just making them look like he's been making them for years. And that is what makes it so scary. And
oh my god, they can just pick another character.
I think
you can do that in this game.
They absolutely could. This is the thing, Bloom used that DK there, only lost to 1 stock as well. But right now, they could absolutely go onto that character select screen after stages and pick someone else as well. And in fact, that is a very real possibility.
And it's such a different thing, because in a lot of other games, if you pick a character and you win, you're stuck on that character until you lose. It's a completely different way it works in a game like Smash, which is really critical, because DK is a character you can figure out real fast. If you're given a second game to fight against a DK, that is when that DK starts getting beaten up. It's a very real possibility. So if we just see a complete switch on characters, I fully don't know what the answer is, but who cares? Because Big Monkey.
Oh no, okay, he's talking about,
So we've just got Trilby on the setup.
Okay.
Because we've had the Donkey Kong, we have the Roy.
Oh, so it's Trilby's influence of the Roy.
In the honor of a fantastic, lovely, lovely bean.
But it is going to be the DK in the end still. Bloom actually just showing okay, yeah, this is that's,
That's first stock.
I'm going to say, yeah, that's a stock take. TOs? Anyone? No, okay, it looks like we are getting into it. I think they're just doing a quick check to make sure all is good. But no,
I don't know if they are. I think this is the
start. This is just the game. Okay, no, we're hopping straight into it here. And already, I mean, an immediate start with Bloom just racking on so much damage. The back end coming out as well.
I don't think they have a double jump. They did not have a double jump there. I want to highlight. That was a really terrifying situation if you're Gandix.
Yeah. And Bloom, of course, just recognizing that, which is why they went so deep out there. Even following through, DK does not have the best recovery in the world. That is, always very, very clear. However, Bloom just saying, okay, I'm still going to follow them out there with those back airs just to make sure I get the kill.
But Gandix is staying alive here, looking a little bit more clean. Gets a wonderful hover around that get up attack. That get up attack has no hitbox on that whole overhead swing. Is just along the ground.
Yeah, Gandix, clearly using that game one just to recognize actually the small faults in Bloom's DK, but still Bloom just finding the teeniest little gap in the string there to get that up air and take away Gandix's first stock. But Gandix, of course, as we said, still very much, playing so much nicer than they did in that game one. They've definitely recognized what they needed to do, and now they're playing it to perfection.
Honestly, it's a big thing. Again, it's Donkey Kong. There's not much to this character.
Yeah.
Once you have a read on how a person likes to play DK, it can be a lot faster and a lot easier to kind of adjust to how these situations are going and respond accordingly. We're definitely seeing that because Gandix is looking way, way crispier than they were before, just way more aware of the things they have to be looking out for, and they are in full control of this game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They've just gone into a different gear right now. Again, using that magnet as well, just to hover a little bit
What is
stall,
DK ever going to do there?
and then the yo-yo ledge. And as you said, what can DK do? What can DK do?
Imagine
Nothing.
if DK was going to recover high. What a world that would be.
Yeah, DK, unfortunately, one of the characters that suffers from one of the most linear recoveries out there. So Bloom just not able to do much about it. And now Gandix very much in the driver's seat here. Got a stock to play with as well. Try and tack on all this free damage if you can. But he is going to have to watch out for Bloom, who's on the hunt for this kill.
And that's the thing, once you go on even stocks again with Bloom, that is when things get really scary. So I know Gandix is going to be really trying to maintain this lead to the best of their ability. Ooh. Unfortunate hitboxing on that up B. It's just not great. Not going for the ideal kill throw, going for a DI mix-up.
I'm sorry.
What an incredible player. Good God.
That is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in such a long time. Incredible parry there from Blue, and then just slapping his hands up in the air, taking away Gandix's stock. Now, of course, Gandix undeterred, and as
still
we
dead.
said, yeah, you're still dead. There's no chance. There's no chance.
Well, there is literally no response option.
You can't do anything.
You cannot air dodge up. You cannot double jump up. You cannot up B up. You are dead.
Yeah. And the thing is, Bloom even tried to stall the recovery as much as he could, but there's still nothing you can do.
You can
You're
charge
dead.
smash attacks for so long in this game, for like a full 3 seconds. You cannot stall that long with DK. It is a physical impossibility.
So
They're not going to beat this game. I don't believe it.
So, of course, yeah. Now, this is the interesting one. Game 3. Now, with the way that Gandix were playing, yes, it went to the last out, but that was very much Gandix's favor from kind of the get-go. Yeah, it very much looked like he was just controlling a complete reversal from that game 1. Now, does Bloom go to the main? This is a best of 3, Jasper.
I don't think they're going to be on the main, but I do think they're going to change characters. That's
Are
my
we
read
seeing
on it.
something else coming out? Of course, as we said,
Oh, never mind.
and here we, okay, actually, catching us both by surprise. Bloom isn't messing around anymore, recognizing that, yes, this is a best of 3. This is winner's side, and I want to keep myself in it.
And you want to talk about a character who's really good at bullying Ness off stage?
Oh, yeah.
It is unchanged from the previous game in that aspect of the matchup. It is literally word for word the exact same interactions.
Absolutely, yeah. It is, completely the same. No matter what, that witch time is just so powerful against the recovery.
Bullets as well. There's just bullets, dare. There's everything in your arsenal.
Yeah.
Even just falling nairs, rising up Bs. Your entire moveset is a counter. Oh my lord! And you get a combo off of that, of course.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's the thing. Gandix got the down air there, sort of interrupted Bloom's general movement, but even then, Bloom was still able to get a few more hits out of it. That's just how insanely long Bayo could just stay in the air, keep themselves nice and aerial.
That was a ledge regrab that wasn't clocked by Gandix. That could have been huge stuff. Ness is one of the best characters in the game at catching those ledges. That rising ABK is so fast. Even a character as short as Ness is gonna get clipped by it as well.
Okay, and now, again, using that witch time just to basically tank all of that neutral B there. Bloom undeterred, but neither player actually dropping any stocks here, unsurprisingly. And there we go. Okay, well.
What was that F tilt?
Yeah, and that's F2 as well. Just using it just to,
That's gonna kill.
kind of clash with Ness, but
Jab killing easily at like a 150. Not an issue in the world against a character as tiny as Ness. They are but a small boy.
yeah, Bloom, going now just keeping Gandix in disadvantage. This is at the ledge. That's really where it's scariest for Gandix. But Bloom, again, just keeping that shield up. Even despite all that sort of dancing around that Gandix was doing around the shield, Bloom was still undeterred and didn't take even a single drop of damage there.
I do want to shout out how good Gandix has been at getting back to the stage in this matchup, though. This is not an easy feat. Unfortunately, they missed spaced that down smash. They didn't walk that dog quite the way they wanted.
Yeah, Gandix now again just in a bit of a rough spot, 159%, and Bloom is certainly on him for this kill. Certainly can look for it. Gets the down tilt there, but not able to do much. And this is what we were talking about before the game began of how much Bayo can just bully Ness, especially off stage. It was literally just one hit off stage with that side B, and that's all enough just to push Gandix away far enough that he couldn't even. He didn't even
that's
think,
it.
okay, yeah, that's it. All right, that's it. Cool. Right, wrap it up.
Caught off stage without a dodge, without a jump. There's nothing doing. That's unfortunately gonna be another game. It's just, at the same time, we saw the exact same kind of scenario happening the other way at the start of this set. It's just how some matchups are.
Yeah, that is the thing, and it's literally what we were saying about, that Bloom was just able to keep Gandix in that disadvantage there. As I was saying before the final kill, just that one little push meant that Gandix wasn't even going to attempt to try and recover because he just knew there was no chance. And that's kind of just what we kept seeing throughout that entire game. Sort of Bloom just able to just beat away whatever Gandix was doing. And that's just how it is in the matchup, sadly. It's just how it is.
Very much so, and it's a different story.
Oh,
when
no, hang on. I'm mistaken. This is a best of 5.
Yeah, we are in top 32
We
after
are,
all.
yes. So without me even realizing, we'd actually progressed all the way into this top 32 winner side. So yes, this is a best of 5, and we are seeing the Void come out now.
Again,
Blue.
the Spirit of Trill coming through. There's at least one fan in the crowd.
Yeah. Okay, so now, and again, this is another character that actually does have a pretty good time bullying Ness. Again, any character that has a counter is always going to have a good time face off against Ness's recovery, as Ness is not really able to do much about it.
For sure. But it is worth remembering Blazer only has armor on its grounded version, so it is going to get completely blown up by that yo-yo in those ledge situations.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, that is if Gandix gets a chance to do it. Backflow comes out there, putting Gandix in the driver's seat. Tries to go for that neutral air off stage, because we know how bad Void's recovery can be sometimes. It has good height to it, but sometimes can't quite make the distance.
Oh, sour hits with Roy are so funny. I can't lie.
They just look like such nothing hits as well.
And then you get the real hit, and you're like, oh
Yeah,
no, this character's terrible.
You're dead at 30, and it's.
We have fun.
And Bloom just really poking away there. Conditioning Gandix into a recovery, and then just getting that shield up, grabbing, throwing them up in the air, and that shot's not done.
That's the thing, like, Gandix knows that Bloom is begging them to get up attack because they are going to shield them as soon as they see the animation start and kill them. They have to try and do something to mix it up. So they try to shield. There's just nothing doing. Bloom has such good reactions, you are not going to be able to respond to that.
Yeah.
Tries to catch a roll, the throw tech, I love it.
Okay, and again, now Bloom just showing just how efficient they are with so many characters. Again, just keeping their distance there, good spacing from them. Dash tag finally taken away though. Gandix getting themselves back into this game, taking away that stock. But against Roy, and when you are triple digits, it's a scary thing to face down.
I definitely think Ness is one of those characters that, if you have a lead, is one of the most terrifying characters to fight against. But once you have a lead versus them, it is such a brutalizing endeavor.
Yeah.
And Bloom is very good at finding leads, as we are demonstrating here with masterful stuff.
Very
going on to
much so.
possibly set point here.
Okay.
There's a timeout going out somewhere.
Bloom now again just in that driver's seat. Gandix not really able to get much, putting themselves off stage. Good air dodge back though. Again, Bloom still just keeping them in this disadvantaged state. Even with the magnets to stall, Bloom just doesn't care. He doesn't care, Jasper.
What is to be done? Masterful stuff. Textbook displays left, right, and center. Bloom has it all.
Beautiful stuff there from Bloom. Again, just showing that able to take that DK, that Bayo obviously, and that Roy, and pilot them to a top level that you can take down even some of Italy's finest players. Just what you got to face when you get to this level.
Absolutely. One of the best in the business, one of the best to ever damn well do it.